Hey, what's up you guys? My name is JJ and this is the ProCo RAT distortion pedal. The RAT distortion is a very well-known and widely used distortion pedal that was first introduced around 1978. It's been used by many famous players: Jeff Beck, Joe Walsh of the Eagles, David Gilmour of Pink Floyd, even Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters, and my hero Graham Coxon of Blur. Now, I grew up playing guitar in the 1990s, around 1993, 1994. I was 14 years old, and the first time I heard a RAT pedal, without knowing it really, was when I heard Stereotypes by Blur. And I was reading in this guitar magazine about Graham Coxon and how he gets his sound, and he was actually using two ProCo RATs in series at that time, one to boost the other for really fuzzed out sounds. You can hear that at the end of my video as well. Now, back in the 1990s, a lot of players used the ProCo RAT. Also, a lot of players in the 80s have used the ProCo RAT. It's very versatile, it's extremely heavy, so it can really take a beating. You can use it as an overdrive, as a distortion box, or when you play it into another pedal or an overdriven amp, you can even get some fuzz out of this one. Here's a classic ProCo RAT sound. I've backed off the distortion level just to give it a crisper distortion sound. Now, at minimal settings, the ProCo RAT is also capable of producing some very nice overdrive sounds. Check it out. Let's have a closer look at the pedal. As you can see, it's got regular input and output jacks, and here's a 9-volt DC adapter jack. This is not a regular Boss style adapter socket, but you need this mini jack plug that goes right in there, and then you can plug your adapter in here. It comes with big rubber feet, very nice touch, and it has a thumb screw for easy battery access. I usually just take the rubber feet off and put the screws back in and then mount it on my pedal board using Velcro. A nice touch is that the white artwork actually glows in the dark, so when you're playing this on stage you can easily see where the RAT is and how the settings are. The LED is hidden inside the letter A. It's got 3 knobs. Distortion, turned up clockwise, gives you more distortion. Turned to the left gives you less distortion, of course, like pretty much every distortion or overdrive box. This one controls the output volume, and this is not a tone knob but a filter. And when you turn it fully anti-clockwise, the filter is off. So that means that all of the high frequencies, all of the treble comes through. And when you turn it clockwise, the filter increases, so that means that you get less treble and, well, basically a rounder sound. Here's my favorite setting on the ProCo RAT, with the distortion set to 3 o'clock, filter is at 1 o'clock, and volume is at 12 o'clock. I'm also using a Digitech Bad Monkey to give it some extra boost for solos or riffs. Here's the clean sound. And here's with the ProCo RAT. Now, the ProCo RAT can also give you some decent fuzz tones if you put it before an overdriven amp. Here's just the amp. And now I've set up the ProCo RAT to push the amp a little more and to provide extra distortion so that it turns into fuzz. I've played a ProCo RAT for years and years, and in my experience the best sounds are to be had with single coil pickups. So when you play a Strat or a Tele into the ProCo RAT and then go into a clean amplifier, it sounds great. It doesn't really matter which amp you use, it sounds great with any amp really, a tube amp, transistor amp. It's a really great standalone distortion box, so great for a guitar player who gets to play different amps at the gig. It loves other pedals, as you could hear in the Bad Monkey example where I used the Bad Monkey to boost the ProCo RAT. It's also really nice to play the ProCo RAT into another distortion or overdrive box or an overdriven guitar amp to get some nice fuzz tones. A couple of downsides to the pedal is the adapter socket that's not a regular Boss style adapter socket, and perhaps if you first start using a RAT pedal, it takes some getting used to using the filter knob, which operates backwards as opposed to a regular tone knob on a distortion box. Please remember to subscribe by hitting the button below, and also go to my Facebook page. That's facebook.com/JJ Likes Guitar. JJ out.